Hey guys, welcome back to We Watched Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Smoke. Wins.
Get over here!
Yeah, I feel like we look like characters that you unlock secretly in Mortal Kombat Arcade. You gotta go left, right, up, down.
We have masks that we collabed with this company to make. You can get them in the link down below. Every single time you order one of these fuckers, isn't it silky smooth?
Dude, you know what? I've been playing. It feels really nice, but I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 a lot. I feel like I want to go rob a train with this shit.
We gotta rob the train, Rory!
But you know what? Rob the train and be safe.
Yes,
It's the same
exactly.
time. Don't spread shit.
No, it's easy. It's easy to protect your elderly neighbors around you by wearing a fucking mask.
Easy peasy, beautiful cover girl.
And it feels good, and you can do it in style. But anyways, guys, if you want these masks, these both designs, in the link down below, you can get them. And every single time you buy one, the best part is one gets donated to charity. So do that shit and get it up in your come on, yeah!
Yes, sir. I feel like we're gonna be a part of like the town too, with Val Kilmer. Let's go rob the bank, bro.
I said, goddamn!
Most triumphant.
Woo!
Shit.
You should have left.
Yeah. I mean, why are you still here?
It's a story of Jay's ex-marriage.
Oh my god, that's actually...
You should have left.
I should have left before I fucking got down to the altar, but it was to me, I like sex. That's all I was in there for. But it wasn't even that good, actually. But at the same time, yeah, you should have left probably this video, because you're talking about under mediocre entertainment, but you guys are still here, so I know you like punishment. And I want to say right away, from the first thing, Kevin Bacon is such a treasure. He's such a wonderful human being, and it's hard to say what it is I see in you. Kevin Bacon, get me some bacon, bitch, true. It was nice to see him in the movie again.
It was nice to see him in a horror movie too, dude. And I read an article recently where he's literally so sick of people coming up to him with the Friday the 13th picture with an arrow in his neck.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
Because he's like, dude, how many times do I have to see myself dead? But Kevin Bacon has a really interesting history with horror. Stir of Echoes, an underrated badass movie.
Amazing. Did you like it better than Sixth Sense? Because it came out
Personally,
around...
yes.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Personally, yes. But he was in that. Obviously, you got Lawnmower Man, Trimmers. He has a history with horror.
Lawnmower Man.
Yeah. Hollow Man.
No, that was Jeff Fahey.
That's what I meant.
That was Jeff Fahey. Don't smoke the giggle bush. Don't smoke the giggle bush.
But so it's a Blumhouse release, and they always intended apparently to release it straight to VOD. And you can rent it right now. It's $19.99 to rent it.
Oh.
It's one of those should have been in theaters. You can rent it movie, but we'll tell you whether or not you guys should actually spend the money to do that. It's by David Coep, who wrote some of the Spider-Man movies. He wrote Jurassic Park.
Didn't he do?
He directed and wrote Stir of Echoes.
Yeah. So the gang back together, kid. Gotta love it. West Side.
But most importantly, dude, this fucking thing.
I feel like I was in MySpace again.
West Side. Let me get my no limit chain.
West Side.
But
Minnesota.
The most feels you'll get out of this movie is totally Secret Window. And he also was involved with Secret Window, so it makes total sense. And the reason why is, and we'll get to the synopsis in just a quick second. This is a non-spoiler review, by the way.
But I thought we were going to do the spoiler review.
No. I thought
we wasted a good surprise. We wasted a good surprise like you. Hooters.
He wants to go off-road.
Yeah, he does.
Hi ho, chitty chitty bang bang. But it feels like Secret Window in that it's a slow burning movie, but it has a very, very charismatic and interesting lead, which makes it easier to go through those slow burn steps as it does. But what the movie's about, it's based on a book. This family, this older guy's dating a younger woman, and Amanda Seyfried. So hot, want to touch the honey.
Yeah, dude, I love her, dude. She's so fucking sexy and hot, but in a weird, like, secretarial way. Like, when I look at her, like, it reminds me of Janine from Ghostbusters. She's like, don't look at me, you got the bug eyes. Janine, sorry about the bug eyes thing, I'll be in my office.
So it's older Kevin Bacon, and he's dating younger Amanda Seyfried, and they planned that into the plot. But they've got a kid together, and they decide to get away from all the Hollywood nonsense. They're gonna go out to this
and make a PSA announcement about take responsibility.
No, you gotta be like, I take responsibility.
You gotta be like really into it. You're like, I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
Never again
Never
will
again.
I go to a drive-through.
Me.
Never again will I go to a Taco Bell drive-through and act mad that they don't
Never.
have the chalupa sauce.
I don't want the chalupa sauce.
Take responsibility.
Take responsibility. And they go to this weird ass fucking house where there are no right angles, Jim.
That's weird.
They go to this weird house, weird stuff starts happening, and it's a horror movie. And I think we should probably leave the synopsis at that. There's a lot of intermarital stuff that goes on. He's starting to go crazy. He has a past. Pretty much it's best left to watch. Just raw and not knowing anything, because there's so many things that the plot does not give away that you learn as you go. So that's all we'll say about that. But
well, I would say the main thing that I took away from it is that it does have a lot of stir of echoes, and then it also, like we mentioned before, but it also has what lies beneath.
Yeah,
like, I felt like a lot of what was going on was what lies, with a little touch, a little dab, a little splash of Grave Encounters. You guys, some of you guys might not be familiar with that, but you know it's a great movie.
We're in the second movie, no big deal.
You want an autograph? We were in it for 2 seconds, but that we'd be those assholes. We'd be like Virgil at the conventions, like WWF Virgil. Like, oh, I'm gonna be in the picture. I was in the WWF, so you owe me $50. Anyway, probably good guy. But yeah, the thing about it is it's one of those films that it really does take you on a like you mentioned, it's slow burn, but once you get into it, it's done really well. It's not like the most original movie I've ever seen. It follows the line kind of the same as some of the other horror tropes but it's still good, and the fact that Kevin Bacon is fucking amazing, dude. Like that guy could sell. He could sell a hot dog to a woman in white gloves. I wish he was in more horror movies. And he's believable, you know, him being the father and like having to deal with all this crazy paranormal shit that's happening is insanely good.
If you're wanting a movie that's going to scare you, it's probably not going to scare you.
There's like one or two jump scenes.
Yeah, there's a couple jump scenes, and there's a couple really creepy scenes. But I think the people who go into this wanting to be really scared are going to be left disappointed. It's not like a movie that Kevin Bacon was in, The Darkness by Blumhouse, a couple years ago, whereas nothing fucking happened. It was a terrible movie. It's very slow, but in a way numbed down type of retail version of like Hereditary. The first half of the movie is really a family story.
Yeah,
it's more of a Hallmark story than it is a horror movie. But again, because Carrot
Top was in it. Carrot Top.
Because Kevin Bacon is so charismatic and Amanda Seyfried's so good at what she does, and the little girl's so good. It's interesting and it's fun to watch. And again, a lot like Secret Window. Yeah. Not a lot of scary stuff happens in Secret Window, but Johnny Depp is so good at leading that movie along that you're entertained while you watch it. And that's really what this movie is about. So it's well done. It's creepy in spots. You really care about the characters. It's not a scary horror movie, and it's going to bore some people, and some people are going to hate it. But
psychological horror is pretty much what it is.
Yeah. When they have opportunities to really drum up the horror and make something really fucked up happen, they ease off and they go back into the familial storyline and stuff like that, which it works for the familial storyline. It works for what's going on with his family, and it's still an interesting movie, and it's still entertaining because I could watch fucking Kevin Bacon literally make pancakes all day.
Or eat a Baconator.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, at the end of the movie, I was like, that's fucking cool. Like, I was like, that's fucking badass. I'm glad that I stuck with it.
Yeah, and I was too, man. And like I said, like if it was somebody other than Kevin Bacon and Amanda Seyfried,
maybe it should have been Josh Gad.
Oh God! In these main roles, I would have been disappointed with the movie. But you really care, like there's a couple really emotional moments in this movie with Kevin Bacon and his wife and what they're going through.
Yeah,
where it was like. It was moving, it was touching, it was upsetting to watch. So you're really...
I got pissed.
Yeah.
I got fucking mad.
You're really into that storyline. So the fact that there's not a lot of horror happening doesn't really upset you that much if you're into that storyline and you can carry through with it. Now, some horror does happen. My problem is that the main protagonist should have been scarier.
You know what he looked like? I swear to God, dude, didn't look exactly like him, but he either looked like a cross between a mad Phil Collins that he didn't get invited to the VMAs, the main bad guy, or he looked like the bad guy... in Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I get that a little bit. It just looked like a janitor that was really pissed off. Again, if you like Secret Window, I feel like you're going to like this movie. To me, it's so Secret Window because it's a slow plot. Nothing super crazy ever happens, but with a charismatic lead and Kevin Bacon, and you care about the family and you care about the little girl, what happens next really matters to you, and it's a really good mystery. Honestly, I give it a strong 7.0.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm about there. I'm at 7.5. I liked it a little bit better, not much more, but I did like. I like those kind of movies though. I like the fact that it turns itself on its head and it doesn't go the way that it presents itself. Like, because when you watch the film, I really did feel like it was gonna go more towards the memento psychological kind of horror and stay there and base it in reality versus where it actually wound up going. And I dug it.
Yeah, that kind of just smacks you on the ass
yeah,
and called you Susan.
There you go.
But either way, I
told
recommend
you, Susan.
definitely watching it. I don't know though. Can you honestly? Can you in good faith tell people to spend $20 on it though? You think so?
Yeah, I think it's I think that if you're bored and you don't have anything to watch and you've exhausted all your cake bosses on Netflix, like I would say for sure, like look, it's not like a 10 out of 10 movie or anything. It's not a masterpiece from fucking Van Gogh, but it's still a decent movie, a decent horror flick that's got a really good actor as Kevin Bacon as the lead and Amanda Seyfried, and it explores a lot of psychological damage. And at this point, I think that with everybody being quarantined or was quarantined or maybe we are quarantined, I don't know what the fuck's going on in the world anymore, but it would be one of those solid films to check out. For $20, it's not even that bad.
Well, when you consider what you would pay to see it, and let me rephrase this. I would go watch this in a theater. I would recommend people to go watch this in the movie theater, and that's going to cost you more than $20. For me, though, I just still have a hard time fucking just dropping $20 on a movie I'm going to watch at home. Well, I'm still not over that fucking hurt.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. Even though I didn't give it like a 10 or anything, which I never would do because it's not like a perfect movie. I honestly looked for a buy option. Because I could see myself watching it again.
I absolutely could.
So for $20, if
you're gonna spend $20 on a movie anyway, you'll probably be happy with what you get out of it.
And I'm not saying that you guys will. I'm just saying that if you spent the $20 and you're like, hey, it's a pretty good fucking movie, I want to watch it and put it in my collection. I honestly look for the buy option. So would it have done well in the theater? I don't know.
I think it would have.
I don't know. I don't know if it would have been, there were some sites knocking it and saying, this or that. But I think it's going to do better at VOD than it ever would have done in the theater. Because it would have been competing with some, like right now, if it had come out.
Yeah. I go back to the same thing, man. Like, for me, it's so easy for me to go and drop $9 a ticket to $10 a ticket for me and whoever I'm going with, and then spend $10 in popcorn and then gas or whatever. You end up spending $35 to go see a movie. To me, I would easily go see this movie in the theater and pay that. Yeah. But sitting at home and just dropping a 20 spot on it is hard for me. So it's hard for me to recommend this as a $20 movie, but at the same time, I'd recommend going to see it in the theater, so I guess I'm just fucking eating out of both sides of my asshole.
Yeah. You can't have it both. You can't have your cake and eat it. Well, here's the thing. Yeah. Look, it's $20. If you can afford it, if it's something within your budget, definitely check it out. If you can't, then, just wait a little while, and I'm sure it'll come down. But at the same time, on the spot, gun to my head and gun to my taint, if you're gonna say $20 worth it, I would say yes. I would say check it out. Like, I really think that it's one of those movies that people, if they watch it, they're really gonna like it. It's not as fast. Well, actually, Stir of Echoes was a little slow burning too. Like, it took a little while before it actually started flowing. Yeah. Not that it was bad, but it took. So if you like Stir of Echoes and you like that kind of stuff, then you're gonna at least know what you're in for.
Look, it's not quite Stir of Echoes.
Not
it's
as good.
Well above The Darkness with Kevin Bacon. So it falls in some place in between those two. But comment down below. What do you guys think? Have you seen it? Did you like it? Are you gonna watch it? Are you interested? Again, amazing performance from Kevin Bacon and Amanda Seyfried. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it. And like you said, I will watch it again. So comment down below with your all's thoughts. We love your fucking faces. And don't forget, those masks are in the link below. You buy one, you give one to charity. Every single goddamn time.
Are you waiting for it? What are you doing?
It dices.
You're sitting there.
It dices. It protects old people from COVID.
Look, you guys didn't know I knew how to slap chop. Slap chop. See, I could do, you do the same thing on the fucking buy.
Your noises are upsetting me.
Order it.
Love your fucking face. You click the subscribe button, get some goddamn wham up in.
I'm glad you guys didn't leave.
You should have.
Yeah, probably.